everybody? I feel like I haven't seen y'all in so long, so I appreciate you being here. In today's video, I'm gonna take you through a normal working day to show you my diet, things I'm changing. As you've seen, if you've been keeping up with the channel, I got some very unfortunate test results back from the doctor that we're trying to correct, starting with our diet. So let me show you guys what we're doing here. So we meal prepped some chicken thighs, some strawberries, some pineapple, some ground beef, green beans, corn. So we're all ready for the week here. Highly encourage everyone to take an hour a week and meal prep. It makes things so much easier, whether you work from home or you're out and about like myself, especially if you work a very busy schedule. We all know that healthy eating and any healthy habit you might have had kind of goes by the wayside, so this will help alleviate some of that. So here's an example of a meal I would have if I have access to the microwave. So this is ground beef, green beans, corn, and a chicken thigh, 200 grams of pineapple, and of course I always have my P Science protein bar for dessert. But for today's video, I am going to show you what I'll be eating on the road, because I know we don't always have the luxury of being able to heat up our food. So one of the things you guys have heard me say a million times on this channel is you win tomorrow today, and I live by that. So every night before I go to bed, I have everything laid out for the next day, organized, planned, so that way I'm set up in a position to get everything done that I need to, starting with my pre-workout drink. Now, one of my biggest goals is to decrease my caffeine intake, so I actually don't even drink caffeine first thing, which makes 4 a.m. workouts pretty tricky, but I try to give myself a few hours to wake up naturally before having any caffeine. And what's been making this manageable is mixing these 4 ingredients. One is going to be my greens, the next is going to be my reds and my blues, and then I will mix my electrolytes. Major key, these Versalites are awesome, P Science newest product. And then I do the high volume, which is a stim-free pre-workout. So I still get pumps, I still get those great workouts, but without the caffeine. You guys are gonna see all throughout this video, I'm very reliant on supplements. They're not necessary, but when you're someone like myself who has a very busy schedule, they make achieving my goals much easier. And you guys can use Travis to save 15% on any of these supplements that you're going to see throughout the video, but definitely give this one a shot. I think you guys are going to love it. One of the areas I still have not done very well at is finding a good wind down routine. So if you all have any suggestions, please let me know. Typically, I'll work up into the point I go to bed, stress levels extremely high, and then I'll just jump on my phone and scroll, if I'm being honest. And obviously that is not ideal. So what I'm trying to do is swap that out and get back into reading before bed. Sometimes I tell myself I'm too tired, but I think if I can just read even a few pages, it will really help my sleep and in turn help with everything else that's going on. So I'll report back if I can stay consistent with it. Alfie gets his workout, which is when I also get my first sip of caffeine. And I tell you what, you really appreciate it so much more after waiting a few hours from when you wake up. Hey buddy, you gonna hold down fort today? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. You gonna be a good boy while I'm gone? Got a busy day. Okay, thank you. Of a change to the normal breakfast routine. Typically, I would just grab a protein bar and run out the door, but we've started doing something new and having a family breakfast. It's kind of a double benefit, right? So one, I get more substance in the way of food, so 3 scrambled eggs and 1 piece of toast, and it's also just nice to spend a little bit of family time before the hectic workday starts. And of course, camera wife always has to show me up with the aesthetics. Look at this thing. I mean, this looks like a gourmet piece of toast you would get at a restaurant. What do you got? Toast, peanut butter, banana, honey, cinnamon. Wow, cashew butter. Big difference, right? And then every day I like to wash my breakfast down with a core shot. I love these things. This is the Intense Defense. I prefer this and the potency shots that they have. They're so good. They just make you feel like Superman. All right, guys, we have quite a crazy day lined up for today. So I'm gonna hit the road, head into Graham, North Carolina before we head about an hour north. It's just not ideal, but the way things played out, I'm gonna have to be a little bit all over the place, but that's okay. It's usually a sign of some good opportunity. So much of my life is just listening to this sound. It's actually kind of therapeutic after a while. All right, so we meet again here, my friends. I'm gonna show you what I packed for lunch. So I got a really bad habit previously, and I was just not really eating lunch. I would go to Starbucks and get a coffee and then just have like a little wrap. But I found myself getting pretty hungry, and it just wasn't a whole lot of nutrients. So lacking energy, of course, and really being too reliant on caffeine. Made the excuse I just didn't have enough time to stop for lunch. So you know what? I got rid of the stupid excuse and just packed my own lunch. Well, I didn't pack it. You guys can probably see who packed my lunch. What a good wife. Anyone that says, I always laugh when people say that they're self-made. I'm like, nobody is self-made. Anyone that finds success has some help. But of course, you know, we got the best protein bar in the entire world. I always save that for dessert. I'm gonna put that on my dash, let it get a little bit melty. And then these pumpkin seeds. These things are so delicious. I found these at Trader Joe's. Absolutely love them. Just a nice, healthy source of fats. Highly recommend if you've never tried them out. So here we have a tomato basil wrap with some ham. And if you can see inside of that, there is a thin layer of guacamole. I do not like avocado or guacamole, but for some reason, when it's on a wrap, it tastes pretty good. And I'm just looking for ways to get healthy-ish foods into my body, and this is a quick, convenient way to do so. So I'm really kind of acting like a child and hiding it in my food. I'm telling you what, it is so delicious and super quick to eat. If you actually had to, well, I don't really recommend eating while you drive, but you can park for 5 minutes like I am here at the best gas station in the world, Sheetz. Just eat it real quick and then you can kind of get on with your day. After this thing becomes a little bit melty, it legitimately tastes like cookie dough. If you're not already on the bandwagon of the P Science protein bars, you should be. Did I already tell you guys you can save 15%? Actually, it's 10% now. I do apologize, they changed it instead of increasing the prices. I don't know if you guys have heard, but there's been a bit of a shortage in everything going on, which have caused prices to go up. Gotta love inflation. Great decisions being made. A simple yet effective hack I find throughout the days is find like little things that bring you enjoyment, because inevitably the days are gonna get stressful and busy and hard, but these little things that bring you joy, and they don't take a whole lot of time or a lot of money, just like this protein bar. I didn't want to share this with you guys, but you know, we're gonna keep it real. I'm not proud of this. So because I'm not taking the time to stop at a Starbucks, I am still pretty dependent on caffeine when I need to have a high output for the day. So I do have my favorite energy drink, which is the White Monster here. I try to limit myself to 1 per week. In complete honesty, this is my second this week and it's only Tuesday, but I have every intention to only drink coffee here for the rest of the week. But I feel like it does have a good return on investment when you're in a profession like I am, where you need to be with it. You need to have really good interactions all the time, and this is a very useful tool for me, but I don't think that they're the best thing for you. So anyway, we're fed. I feel great. This eating lunch thing has really made a big difference. So if you're kind of not eating enough throughout the day, I would highly encourage you to try this out and see how you feel. But I gotta get to Youngsville, North Carolina, which is up there. And then I'll check back in with y'all later. All right, guys, we made it home after a long day. And now this, like I always tell you guys, this is the best part of my day. Hey, can you sit? Can you sit? Hey, bud, can you sit? Can you sit? Yes, I love it. Oh, thank you. share this with you guys because I know it's so easy to get sick of just basic old chicken. So just adding a little bit of breading, and we use this almond flour right here. You add maybe like 100 extra calories, but it's just like full-blown chicken tenders. It's so good. They want the taste test. Look at that, perfectly breaded. It's just perfect. What can I say? So then in my old man pill container, I have got, what is today, Tuesday? I've got my P Science True Malty, and also, is this P Science, what, D3?
No, it's P Science Immune Support.
Immune Support. Greg will pop up the graphics right there if you guys are interested in those. How many times in this video have I said P Science? I use a lot of the products, all right?
Big whoop, wanna fight about it?
So little Alfredo boy over here just got his 3rd walk of the day. I don't know who enjoys the post-dinner walk more, me or this little guy, but what do you guys think? He looks pretty content. Okay, last time I'm going to mention P Science, but I am going to be using 1 scoop of the cake pop. This is my favorite flavor for oatmeal and really baking in general. I prefer the chocolates when I'm drinking a shake or something like that, but this is perfect. And then here's a little trick for you guys. Add in a little cinnamon and a little salt, makes it so good. This is kind of like my dinner number 2. Megan doesn't eat a lot of food, so you know she's already nice enough to make me every meal of the day. I don't want to make her make anything special for me, so after we finish dinner, I just add in a few extra carbs here. Let me preface this by saying Megan hates all protein-esque foods, and here she is stealing my cake pop oatmeal. How good is it?
It's really good.
Yeah, I mean, if Megan's eating it, you know that it's the real deal. Cake pop, don't be sleeping on it. You guys know the drill. Once all that is said and done, back to work, emails, administrative, you guys have seen it. Honestly, my days don't really change that much, but in terms of my eating, you know, I'm really focusing on not just how much I'm eating, but also the quality of foods. I think that that's very, very important and oftentimes overlooked. So some days I might be in a deficit, some days I might be in a surplus. I'm not really too concerned with body composition right now. I'm mostly focused on just feeling better, having more energy, being able to perform better in life in general. And I know that applies to a lot of us. So if you're kind of in the same position that I was, where I was a little slacking in some of those areas, I have noticed personally a difference already, and I'm only on week number like 2. By this point in the night, guys, I'm just dead. It's 8 o'clock. I need to get to bed and start it all over again. So I finished the day at 187 protein, 217 carbs, and 86 fat. Pretty good macronutrient breakdown for myself. And we'll just kind of play it by feel. If I'm feeling good, I'll stick with it. If I'm feeling like I need more food, I'll eat more food. You know, when you get to my age, you're not too worried about just being shredded, you know? I'm just too old. I'm gray. You see how much gray hair I got? Oh my gosh. Anyway, thank you all so much for taking time out of the day to watch. You could have been doing anything. I'm still recording. I forgot to turn the thing off.